Hi, I'm Francine Beatriz Prades, a Civic Engagement Fellow under the YSEALI Academic Fellowship Program of the United States. I'm a professional geologist with a background in energy resources and geoarchaeology. I think one of the first questions in my head was, how can we bring science closer to the people? And how can I use what I've learned abroad to help ensure that the social services that our fellow kababayans have experienced or will experience are up to the quality that we want it to be? And so I was really determined na kapag pumunta ako sa US, dapat ma-absorb ko lahat ng experiences, skills, and learnings para ma-ensure maibabalik ko ito sa Pilipinas. So my program is the YSEALI Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative Academic Fellowship Program. It's a 5-week, fully funded academic and cultural exchange in the United States under 12 host institutions. So what we do is we have academic residency, cultural immersion, and also a reciprocal exchange with Americans who go also to the Southeast Asian countries involved in the program. And so for that, we have 4 tracks or themes: civic engagement, of which I'm a part of, natural resources, innovation and entrepreneurship, and society and governance. So, funny note po, I've been applying since 2018-19, so about 4 or 5 tries na siya because it's a really competitive program. And I used to apply for the environment sector as a geologist. And then this year, I decided to change or switch to civic engagement. And luckily, I was able to get in. So I think it's more of like learning where I can best pivot towards my needs and what I would be better able to contribute to the Philippines, as well as those involved in the program. I think specifically it's the technical and practical application of civic engagement. During the entire stay there, we were able to network with different nonprofit organizations like New Avenues for Youth, Hope, local soup kitchens, and even shadow the local council of Portland, Oregon. What was really important for me was that I was been mentored, or I was given the chance to be guided by professors there from Portland State University who taught me the interconnection of gender, energy, as well as global health. So having that kind of opportunity, which is very rare, I think has been very eye-opening for me to see that there are different ways in which we approach different topics and global issues, and there are also different solutions that we can apply based on our context. Two of the things I'm most proud of during my time abroad was, one, I was able to present an action plan, which is our culminating activity throughout the fellowship. So we aim to democratize access for rural women in terms of their energy security, which I was able to present to the Dean of Portland State University as well as representatives of the U.S. State Department. The second one is I was awarded the Diana Award by the British royal family. It's the highest humanitarian service award for young people. And this is in connection with the work that I do across the Philippines, Tanzania, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, in which we train young people on advocating for their nutrition. So this primarily targets young women and girls across those countries. One part of the Filipino identity that I loved sharing during my time there was our sense of being community-oriented. It really is shown through in whatever we do. We would really look for everyone in the room and make sure that no one's left behind, that everybody's included in our activities. And as much as possible, we made sure that we're a team player. It's really evident in how we collaborated throughout projects, school activities, and even when we were doing community immersions. And I'm proud to say, magaling ang mga Pinoy kumanta. So that's one of the positives that people would rave about during our time in the US. I think going to the US gave me a global perspective of how to create innovative solutions from the perspective of the ASEAN region. And this has really helped, especially since I'm from the STEM sector. So a lot of the good practices shared there, I'm able to apply in my current field of work, which is a mix of STEM as well as that of community development and organizing. Sure thing. I co-founded an energy consumer collective called 𝐈𝐧𝐢 in 2023. And what we do is we empower communities and equip them with the resources to advocate for energy security in their own places. And ever since coming back from the US, I've been able to integrate all the good practices in community organizing that I've learned, as well as integrate technical aspects of community engagement to ensure that it's sustainable, as well as that the communities that we engage with are assured that the solutions that they put are scientific or data-backed, as well as attainable. It's really looking for ways where we can apply what we've learned and taking initiative when we can. For the STEM sector, it's finding ways to mentor other people, as well as looking towards avenues that allow us to maximize what we've learned. Like, for example, finding new ways to collaborate with other scientists here in the Philippines, or finding networks that would amplify the knowledge that we've gained during our time abroad. I think not just also looking into what we can contribute, it's also asking the question, do we set up our returning talents for success? Do we have existing platforms and avenues for them to apply what they've gained abroad? So in that way, we're able to move from just potential to actual impact, wherein we're able to welcome and really support our returning talent. Palagi nilang sinasabi na there's no place like home, and that's really true. But coming back to the Philippines is a choice to serve. Many of us go out abroad in search of local green pastures and a chance to gain the tools to change the world. But I've once read this before I went to the US, that when you're ready to come home, when you're ready to change the world, begin with the Philippines, because our education is as powerful as only how we are able to use it. The Filipino community, or the Filipino diaspora, is very powerful in a sense that we're bridges between worlds. We help our Filipinos here see the lives that Filipinos abroad experience, and the same is through vice versa. We're also storytellers of our experiences and disruptors of non-functioning systems. So we see what we can improve, and then we add to that. So I think maximizing and leveraging this existing talent with our local grassroots communities would help us to build a Philippines that is stronger and better equipped for emerging challenges in the future.
Ikaw, anong kwentong migrante mo? Follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn to hear more stories about migration and the lives of Filipinos abroad. Send us a message and share your own migration journey with us. Tandaan, ang CFO ay kabalikat ng migranteng Pilipino.